I want to say Kalalali How, Bashim Yoshai, Bashimakara, Brakatham. Just as a word from Jamaica. Um, it's a small lesson, but it mostly a reasoning. Um, it is called the power of knowing. The power of knowing. And the power of knowing can also be known as the power of understanding prophecies, things that the norm would hardly understand. Now, how I really get this topic is reason with a young man the other day, and his perspective concerning Bible are how people look at it is like, a simple regular thing that you read the Bible and you go to church and you just do what the pastor say. But upon explaining to him um what really written in the scriptures, he was astonished to what was actually there. And upon reason with him, he was be able to relate back to me of what I was actually showing him or teaching him. But at the same time, it's come to me. The power of knowing is really um beautiful. But to those of this world, it can becomes a burden, because the power of knowing, meaning that the more you know what this real world really have to offer, is the more you want to leave this place, is the more you want this, and this whatever this thing is broken system, the more you want to leave, the more you want to not be here, or the more you don't want your kids to be here, the moment you know more. Because knowing more is to understand what this world really have to offer, what this that the power that be is really doing, especially in this pandemic this pandemic time. The power of knowing things, knowing um things that these leaders are doing or not doing is very scary when you really look it from the perspective of understanding what the society really wants to do with its system, its people, to speak. Now, with all what's going on, by understanding the moves and all these things taking place, to the normal man, it's very scary, to reason with him of what the world leaders' agenda are, and so to speak, and what shall become in the time ahead of this last days, is not something that you really um would say as a normal man is prosperity. And knowing this age, this life, this set of generation, they are looking prosperity, they are looking things that actually that makes them more comfortable. And knowing that comforting or comfort can also be an enemy, and that's also by just the power of knowing. you know the power of knowing is not something that they can buy, it's not something that you go to school to get. It's not something that one can actually teach you, right? Even though you can be taught to develop such skill. Power of knowing is that the Most High Himself will have to grant you this wish. The Most High Himself will have to give you this understanding. It's a gift, you know. It's a gift. As I said, to the normal man in this world, it can be a burden to him, because his aim is to get and to get more what this world have to offer and live it in the fullest of it. right? But knowing what this road have to offer, it can be mind taking, mind blowing. It can be a lot of disappointment concerning the carnal man. Now, I'm gonna dip in one or two scriptures, and me while I do that, I keep emphasize on what I'm really saying. Now, this is Matthew 13 and 19. Sorry, 13 and 10. It's not here. And the disciples come and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? 11. He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So, like I said, it is not something that you actually go and purchase. It's not something you go to school and obtain. Wisdom is a vast thing. And like the scripture says, without like it and get understanding. No, that is not something you can purchase. That's the most high gift. And that's a gift that sometimes come with a deep sorrow. Sometimes come with um constantly crying. Is that with this system now, when I say constantly crying, with this system now, it don't have a pretty ending. It don't have something that you actually would want your children to live in. It is something that you want to evacuate like yesterday. So it will bring tears to your eyes. At the former prophets, fathers in the scriptures, like for instance, let me give you back in that instant, the Ecclesiastic that Solomon said, this Ecclesiastic 1 and 18, for in much wisdom, much grief, and the art, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So the more knowledge you increase of what the society have to really offer, you want to bawl, you want to cry, you want to leave, don't want to be here, because it's most wisdom, and the more you learn, and the more you understand, and the more you understand, and the more you don't want to be here. Right? Many people can relate to that, you know, whether you actually um, find about all the food works, all the monetary system in this place happen, or your government treats you, or this system have to do with all its laws and everything that is have to offer. The more you understand how it works, the more it's painful, because no man want to know what he has his household and can guide in his field. It's painful, and the more you know that you can go to jail some of these things, the more you don't want to be here. Right? Any man is righteous. Is righteous and still mind understand that this system is not something that you would want to be around in a couple of years from now. And knowing that what's the hell, what about to come, what these guys planning to bring on us, you just don't want to be around. You don't want to be in the system. That's why the scripture constantly tell you to watch and pray, watch and pray, watch and pray, because salvation is near ahead, and that is what actually keep us going as Most High's prophet. That we are in a knowing that we are looking for something better to come, right? Better to look for, right? Job, back in Job, I think it's, let me see the thing. Job 2, Job 2 and 11. Let me get it. Job